Welcome back to the channel, everybody. It's a good day today because it's Madden 22 update day and a lot of the things we've been waiting for are finally here. I told you guys last week that we were going to be getting an update this week and it was going to probably be the biggest one of the year, as every October they drop that really huge update, and that's what we got today. There's so much to unpack that I'm probably going to have to do 2 videos just because there's so much to go over. We finally got the stuff franchise people have been waiting for. There's a ton of gameplay stuff, there's new abilities, there's new things coming to modes, there's a ton of stuff to go over, so let's just get right into it. So first, let's start with some gameplay updates. Let's talk about the new abilities. The new abilities in the game are as follows. We have Runoff Elite. Players with this ability will distract defenders for longer with their runoffs. So you know when you run the ball, sometimes in certain run plays, receivers fake like they're running a route to kind of disguise that it's a run play. If your receiver has this ability, he can kind of sell this a little bit better and kind of give you more space for your running back. So this is an interesting one. However, they have another ability called On the Ball, which is for defenders, and players with this ability are less likely to be fooled by wide receiver runoffs and kind of recognize the run better. We've also got Precision Kicker. Kickers with this ability can see the entirety of the kicking arc. I don't think this one is going to be really a big deal, honestly. We have another ability called Crusher. Defenders with this ability will cause heavy fatigue penalties when tackling a ball carrier with a hit stick tackle. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but there's already an ability in the game called Deflator, which I'm pretty sure is the exact same thing, so I'm not sure why this was needed. We have Demoralizer. Defenders with this ability will clear a ball carrier's progress towards entering the zone with a hit stick tackle. And here's the big one. We have Mind Reader. When activated, defenders can see offensive play art via Coach Cam. The powerful X Factor ability can only activate once the defensive player possessing the ability gets in the zone by landing 3 successful hit sticks on Simulation or Arcade, or 5 successful hit sticks on Competitive. Now there's a ton more stuff to go over. We're going to be right back after this quick word from our video sponsor. I want to give a huge shout out to Kove for sponsoring today's video. Now, if you're a music lover like myself, you already know how important it is to have a good portable Bluetooth speaker, and the Kove Commuter is my favorite one. You want to know my favorite thing about this right off the top? Look. Boom. You can split it into 2 speakers, so you can put it on one side of the pool, got the other one on the other side of the pool, or if you're at the beach, you can kind of split them up. But if you want one big speaker, boom. It's that easy, you could screw it right back on. Now this bad boy also has a water resistance rating of IPX7, meaning it's great around a hot tub or a pool, but you just can't actually take it into the water with you. It operates for up to 7 hours on a single charge, and you can take it up to 32 feet away from your mobile device, your tablet, or your computer. It also has these nice subwoofers on both ends, which gives it a lot of bass. Let's test it out. That's a lot of bass. You hear that knocking? Now with the holidays right around the corner, this is the perfect gift for any music lover you know, but here's the best part. You can get it for up to 67% off if you click my link in the description below or use my code ericxkove at checkout. Now this speaker is normally $229.99, but you can get it for $82.50. So where are you going to find a better deal than that? What are you waiting for? Check the link below in the description. Now let's talk about pass coverage, one of the big things we've been waiting for. Now remember last time they touched pass coverage for cover 3, they actually made it worse. So all of this is grain of salt. We're going to have to test it and do a follow-up video, but this is what they said they did. For hook zones, they fixed an issue causing the mid-read defender in Tampa 2 to drift the wrong direction versus trips, leaving the tight end open off the snap. This fix makes sure the read is open with the vertical by number 3 and carrying it better vertically downfield. That sounds like a good fix. Curl flat zones. They improved curl flat zone logic so they would prioritize outbreaking routes instead of shading under verticals. Also improved some logic so curl flats and quarter flats won't chuck out breaking routes that were causing them to give up any leverage they had to cover the inside. Now what this might help against is some of the flat spam in certain formations where they just can't seem to defend tight end flat routes because they're kind of too concerned with getting back instead of taking the first immediate threat that's breaking out. So this might help with that. They also did some stuff with regular flat zones. It said they improved cloud flat zone logic to better carry vertical routes to protect the fade and improve their facing direction immediately following the chuck. They fixed an issue so cover 2 sync soft squat defenders could better shade receivers in the flat. They also fixed an issue preventing hard flat defenders from covering inside receivers and tight ends in bunch and close formations running flat routes and the flat portion of the wheel routes. Again, similar to the curl flat zones, they just were not really being aggressive enough in some of those immediate flat routes out of compression formations, so this should better defend it if it works properly. They also did some tuning with man coverage alignment and matchups. They improved man defender motion logic so man defenders will properly follow and align when their receiver motions across the formation when the AI team is using the cornerback matchups. They also fixed an issue causing man coverage assignments to incorrectly swap when the offense motioned the receiver across the formation. They also did some fixes with dynamic game day, the home field advantage and momentum stuff, some bugs that were in the game. I'll pop them up on the screen here. The main one is the one on the bottom where it says they fixed an issue sometimes causing the shook play art to remain on the field after the snap. I think we've all seen this. It's probably happened to all of us at least once or twice. That's the biggest one they needed to fix, so that is finally gone. They also made some fixes with the play art bugs. There was a number of different play art bugs in the game. I'm popping them up on the screen right now if you want to pause it and read it, but a lot of people might not have even been experiencing these, but it's just certain ways the play art would glitch out or maybe show the wrong thing sometimes. It looks like they've tackled all of those issues as well. QB contain, something that has never worked properly in the last 5, 6, 7 Madden games, so I'm not really expecting this fix to work. Hopefully it does, but this is what they said they did. They tuned the QB contain behavior so contained defenders will get more depth off the snap, which is needed because right now it's very easy to break containment and get outside of the pocket with a fast quarterback. They also did some tuning to open up disengage angles to allow contained defenders to anticipate better, getting off blocks to more quickly react to QBs dropping back too far behind the line of scrimmage. Here are some other general gameplay fixes. They fixed a blocking issue preventing the blocking running back from picking up an edge rusher versus nickel 3-3-5 wide flipped. This is kind of a popular thing going on right now in the game, so it looks like they fixed that. They also addressed an issue where QBs would be able to scramble deep in the offensive backfield at full speed until they found an angle to get around pass rushers. The QBs will now start to fatigue faster and slow down when trying to scramble 15 plus yards behind the line of scrimmage. This reflects the realistic amount of effort and energy loss QBs suffer in real life when scrambling so deep in the offensive backfield. That was another huge issue, definitely something that needed to be fixed, definitely wasn't realistic, so happy to hear that that seems to be gone now. They fixed an issue causing players to sometimes start the second half of the game extremely fatigued, another big issue that had been going on. They fixed an issue causing user-controlled player to get stuck running on touchbacks during kickoffs, fixed an issue causing sideline characters to sometimes warp or pop randomly. They fixed issues around Deadeye abilities triggering in the wrong situation. Inside Deadeye was not only triggering on passes to the targets inside the numbers, but targets outside the numbers as well. That had been in the game since last year, so that one was long needed to be fixed. Now let's talk about franchise mode, what a lot of you have been waiting for. The new scouting update is officially live in game. This is for both next gen and current gen, or current gen and last gen, however you want to refer to it. It's on both generations of console. It's not exclusive to just the new consoles, which a lot of people seem to think that was the case. It's not. There's been a complete breakdown done on this on Bengal's channel yesterday. I'll actually link that video below in the pinned comment. It's a very long video where he goes over everything you need to know about it, so no reason for me to do it. Somebody already did it better than I would have. I'll link that and you can check it out after this video. They tuned the logic for the MVP award, boosting the weight of sacks, greater emphasis on touchdowns, and more significant penalty for turnovers. They fixed some teams missing their draft picks on the active or preseason roster. They addressed an issue with the weekly strategy fatigue where CPU/auto managed rep teams get too fatigued by the end of the season. They addressed an issue where running backs had very high yards per reception in simulation. I definitely saw that happen a lot. And they fixed an issue where the right tackle position did not appear in the trade menus, which is kind of funny. That's now been addressed. For face of the franchise, they fixed a progression issue preventing players from getting progress in their play class during the road to the draft. They updated the road to the draft to reflect difficulty settings chosen during the hospitality settings, and they resolved multiple crashes impacting player experience, which is something we definitely seen, a lot of crashes and a lot of bugs kicking people out of the game mode. The yard game mode got some love too. They finally added the ranked system that we've been waiting for. It'll allow you to earn gear, credit, and Madden Ultimate Team packs all year long. Earning tier points will allow you to place on the leaderboard. You can earn extra tier points each game by completing in-game goals known as props. You can rank up, earn prestige, and show the world who's the best in the yard. They also did some authenticity updates. They did some player likeness stuff. They added some uniforms. They did a lot of little things like that, which I'm going to break down in a completely separate video because that alone is going to take a long time to break down, and I want to show you each and everything that was added and updated there. So make sure to subscribe, turn the bell icon on, be on the lookout for that video coming up soon. Hope you enjoyed today's video. I will see you guys next time.